Let's think about this for a second. Your entire digital life, all your photos, your private messages, your accounts, it's basically a personal kingdom filled with treasure. And, like any kingdom, it needs a good defense. So let's get you suited up and learn how to become the ultimate guardian of your own data.
So who's actually in charge of protecting all that stuff? Is it your internet company, some giant tech corporation? Nope, it's you. You are the first, the last, and honestly the most important line of defense there is.
You've got to see it for what it is, a constant battle. On one side, you've got the hero. Yep, that's you, the guardian. And on the other side, you've got the hacker, this shadowy villain who's always trying to find a way past your walls. So think of this as your hero's training manual.
All right, every hero's journey starts with the basics. So let's dive into level 1 of your training, forging your very first and most fundamental piece of armor, the password.
Okay, these are the non-negotiable, rock-solid rules for your shield. I mean, never share your password seems obvious, right? But using a totally unique one for every single site is just as critical. Why? Well, think about it. If one site gets hacked, the bad guys can't use that same key to unlock everything else you own. And be super careful on public Wi-Fi. It's basically like shouting your secrets in a crowded room. Oh, and those default passwords like admin or password, come on, they're the first thing a hacker tries. Change them immediately.
Right? And I can practically hear you thinking it now. If every password has to be this long, complicated mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, how in the world are you supposed to remember all of them without your brain just completely melting down? Well, here's the solution. It's your secret weapon, a password manager. It's this awesome, super secure digital vault that not only creates incredibly strong, unique passwords for all your accounts, but it remembers every single one. Your only job? Just remember one single master password to unlock the whole armory. That's it.
So you've forged your shield. Awesome. Now it's time for level 2, adding a truly unbreakable lock to your kingdom's main gate. We're talking about two-factor authentication, or 2FA for short. Let's just walk through how this works, okay? So imagine the worst happens. The villain actually steals your password. They go to log in, they type it in, feeling all smug, and then, bam! The website asks for a second piece of info, a special one-time code that was just sent to your phone. The hacker doesn't have your phone, so they can't get the code. The door stays shut. Game over. They are locked out. Simple as that.
Seriously, think of 2FA as your magic key. Your password is the first lock, but this second step, something only you have, like a code on your phone, is what makes your defense pretty much bulletproof. So here's the deal. If a service you use offers 2FA, turn it on. Just do it, always.
All right, hero, you're on a roll. For our final level, we're going to face the hacker's sneakiest move. See, they know they can't break down your door now, so they're going to try to trick you into just opening it for them. Let's learn to spot their disguise.
Man, have you ever gotten a message that looks something like this? This is a textbook phishing attack. It's designed to make you panic. It creates urgency, urgent, suspicious activity, and dangles a juicy reward, free Robux, to get you to click without thinking. But this is just the hacker, wearing a really cheap mask. So phishing is just when a hacker tries to trick you into giving them your info. Let's break down that message and spot all the red flags. First, the sender, GameAdmin123, that looks super unofficial. The urgent demand to secure your account now, total pressure tactic. And if you hover your mouse over the link, don't click it, I bet you'd see it spelled weird. And of course, the offer of free stuff. Look, if it sounds too good to be true, it almost always is. These are the clues.
And just like that, your basic training is complete. You've learned how to build your defenses, and you've learned how to see right through the enemy's tricks. Never forget, you are the protector of your digital kingdom.
So, let's do a quick recap of your new hero toolkit. First, you've got your first shield, a solid password strategy using a password manager. Next, you have your magic lock. That's unbreakable 2FA enabled everywhere you possibly can. And finally, you've got your hero's wisdom, that sharp eye that can spot a phishing scam from a mile away.
With these tools in your belt, you're no longer just a potential target. You're a defender. You're ready to protect your kingdom and spot these tricks like an absolute pro.
So I'll leave you with this one last thought. Now that you know all this, now that you've got the tools, what's the very first digital door you're going to secure? Is it your main email, your social media, maybe your gaming account? Go pick one and lock it down, right now.